Welcome back. I'm going to start next session, and in this session, you will learn how to add some effects in our HTML elements and how to use the custom fonts. In the beginning, I will just try to explain how to apply some effects on our HTML elements. So why we add effects on our HTML element? It may be to enhance the look and feel of my HTML element. How to add effect on my HTML element? Maybe I can make, if I'm using the images, maybe I can make the images transparent or bright, okay? Or maybe I can add a border. Maybe I can add a border to my container. I can use images as a border to my container. Okay, so this is how we add some effects in our HTML elements. I'm not talking about like how we can add some effects in our HTML elements using a jQuery. This is just a simple HTML and CSS. Okay, so first option I have is if I want to make my picture transparent. So what I can do is I can set the property named is opacity, and I have the value 0.0 to 1.0. If I will add the value, for example, if I use an image and I set the opacity of that image is 0.1, it means that picture is very transparent. You can see, okay, very transparent picture. And very transparent pictures, and if I am giving a value like around 9.0, so it will, when I will come over, or maybe I will give some effect, so it will make more bright. Okay, so I have in the value, I can give value between 0.0 and 1.0. Later in the activity we will use this, how to add the opacity feature in my web page. Another thing is sometimes maybe I can add images as a border to my container. Let's say, for example, if I have a div as a container, and maybe I want to set the border to that container, maybe a div tag, and that border is not a line, it is maybe the image. Okay, so for that we have a property here. I can say border image. Over here you can see border image. I will use this property, and when I am giving the source meaning to say here is the URL of that image file, and then a bit, how much is a bit of that particular image, and the outset here is meaning to say is the width which will come outside the frame. Just like when we use a photo frame, and we always give some a photo a frame outside the picture. So for that we use a outside property, and then we have a property repeat or round or stretch. These three properties I can use. Means if I am using the picture, that picture will repeat again and again. Okay, or I want to use a round property, or I want to use a stretch property. So it will display the pictures something like this. I'm giving one example over here. You can see the example, the following code. I have created one div, okay, and when I use this div tag, I add some properties for my div tag over here. I said border, I said width, padding, font weight, color, family, and size. Okay, after that you can see over here when I create this div, what I did is I use one ID, and ID is ID1. So I use over here in my style hash id1, and you can see over here I said border image. A border image, this is a property which I want to set as a border of the that id, this id, and this id is for my div container. So URL, the source, where is the file? File is inside the images folder, and then the name of the file is star.png. Then 20 is what? 20 is the width of that picture. And then I said outset value. Outset value, as I said, that whenever we use a photo, and we also provide a outside border, means outside width. Okay, just like we used to do in our frames. So 20, and then the property which I'm using is round. I can use round, I can use repeat, or I can use a stretch. So if I will run this, you can see this is my div. Okay, and this picture is coming as a border to my this particular div. So we used to do this with our photos. We always use a photo frames, and we always provide the width over here, and we just to give a style to our picture, we use a frame. So this is how we can beautify our images in our web pages. So simple question I have here: how to set the image border? So answer is border image. Okay. Another question we have here is refer to the amount by which the border image area extends beyond the border box. So just now I explained this. Outset, as I said, that comes outside the border. Okay. Now I have a small activity. Just now we finished one activity here. I'll come to my screen now again. So you can see over here when I run this page over here, at this time as such there is no effect over here in my image gallery. So what I will do is I will try to put effect on this. Okay, and I will add a border, and I will add the opacity feature of this CSS. So this is my activity 2 given here in your you can find in your team. What I'm trying to do is I said I need to add the opacity to my image gallery. So what I have to do is I have to open the Food Hub website again, and I need to go to this place, stylesheet.css file, and what I need to do is I need to find out this this location of my element. So hash gallery LIA image selector, this is something I have to find. So I can just copy it from here, and I will go to my CSS file, and I can simply find it somewhere. Sorry, image here, this place, hash gallery LIA image. So this is the name which I have to find out. Okay, and what I need to do is I need to add this over here. So I will copy it and just add this line at the bottom of your this place. Just add this and save this. Now if you will look this, you can see over here the pictures, the quality of pictures now become little bit dull now, and not as clear as earlier. See here, so it becomes a little dull now, and I want to give a effect on it. So what I want to do is, whenever my mouse come hover on these images, it will become a little clear, and I also want to maybe add some border. So for that, what I am trying to do is, I said add the following code snippet after the image selected. So I am going to add a new property in my this existing CSS over here. I will add this. What I am trying to do is, I said you can see gallery li hover image, okay, and I said I want to use a border, and I use the opacity is 1.0. okay. So now I will come to this place on my computer here, and I see this place now. I'll try to refresh this page. Now you can see when my mouse come hover, see this place, the picture become clear, see, and it displays the border. See this place. Maybe the broadcast is little bit slow, but you can see the effect. Clearly you can see the effect. Whenever I change the mouse, you can see the picture become bright, and it display a border. And when I take it off, you can see a picture again become little bit dull, and there is no border. So this is one effect which I can add in my website. Okay, you can see here. Another effect which I want to add over here is, I want to enlarge. I want to give a enlarged view of my images. So for example, here in my image gallery, this place, I want that whenever I use my mouse and my mouse comes to this place in my image gallery over here, so it will give me the large view of this picture. Means I want to see this picture bigger. So for that, I will use another CSS property here, and what I need to do is, I need to add this. So I have to find out this in my CSS. So this is the place, and what I need to do is, I need to add this over here. All these things are something which I already explained, just a simple CSS, nothing else. And now if I will try to use this, you can see whenever my mouse comes over here, you will see the bigger display of that picture. See here. This is one effect which I gave using a CSS only. Still, I am not using any jQuery inside my web page. So this is a simple activity which I use here. In your exercise, there is another website which we are going to make, that is for health priority. So you can check out the lesson 2, chapter 2 input, and then you can perform the exercise. Even the solution is also provided in your theorem, so you can check that. Coming back to my session here, I'm trying to use another thing here, that is how to use a customized fonts. Look at this place. Sometimes it happens that maybe I'm trying to use one web page, and I like a font which is not available in my system, and still I want to use that font in my website. So what I can do is I can use the family of that font, and I can add it in my website. I have two options for that. Either I can add the URL of that font, or what I can do is I can download that font and I will add that in my website, and then I can use that. So we are going to use a custom fonts here now. This is something new here in HTML. So what we do is we use the font face rule of CSS, and it allows you to use a custom font. How to do that? Look at the example over here. For example, this is the syntax, basically how I use a font face. This is basically used to how to use a customized font, or the font which I do not have. So what I will do is I will write a font face in my CSS file, and at this place I will give any name to my font. For example, we always use Arial or Bookman or Style or Times New Roman. So here I will give name of my choice, and then over here I will give the src URL. If that font is not available on my machine and I'm connected with the internet, what I can do is I can give the URL of that that font location. And or another option I have is, if I will download that file, TTF file in my directory, in my this web directory, and then I can use it. So I will explain both here now. So as I said, I have two options. Either I can access the font file from an external website, or another option is I will add it in my own website. So this is the first option I have. Remember, when I want to use any customized font, I need to use a file who has an extension TTF. Okay, so you can see over here in my style, in my CSS, I said font face. Okay, and the name which I want to give is my font. Like we used to use Verdana, we use Arial, Times New Roman. So here I'm giving the name is my font. Okay, and this is a src, is a URL. This font I'm going to use from this place. Now there is one div whose name is Tech Labs over here, and some content is written inside this div. What I want to do is I want to apply this customized font on my div. So I am writing here dot, it means the class name is what, Tech Labs, and I said font family, and then I said my font. So you can see it meaning to say is now this font will apply on my this div, and I give the size of my font is 40 pixels. So if I will run this, it will display something like this, because this font which I tried to use, it was not with me, and I tried to use it from the external source. So another option is maybe I am not connected with the internet, and what I can do is I can download that file, the URL which I provide to you. You can download that file from the internet, and you can save it in your system. You can put it in your directory, web directory, wherever, and then you can give the URL of that place. So what I will do is I will download this from internet, add in my website, and then I can access this. This is a simple example. Now you can see over here, this is the src URL, and this is the name of the file, and this file I already download from the internet, and I put it into my directory. So I am giving the path of this place. Okay, so this must be in my home directory, my website home directory. The rest is same. So it will display output like this. Okay, so we'll quickly summarize this. In this session, what we try to learn is how to give some effects to my HTML elements. One first option I gave you is you can set the opacity property. You can make the image transparent. The value which I have is from 0.0 to 1.0. So whenever I'm saying 1.0, it meaning to say is the picture will come clear. Okay, and 0.1 it means it's very transparent. Okay, then we can also use another thing over here, that is we can add a border, and when I add a border, I can add image as a border to my container. That container may be any element, HTML element, div element, or maybe a section or any other. And the last thing which I just now explained is how to use a customized font. Whenever I want to use a customized font, what I need to do is I need to use a font face in my CSS file, and then I have options. Either I will download or I will give the URL of that location, and I can use that. So after this session, you have to do something, that you need to perform the exercise of chapter 2, and you need to attend a cycle test. Now if you have any questions, please feel free to ask questions. We have 10-15 minutes. Yes, please. Any question? See, transform have another option. Transform, we use CSS transform. That is for another thing. The functionality for my transform property and opacity is not same. You can go through with transform property. You will see that the effect is not same. Transform is for something else. Any other question, please? Yes, Nikhil, do you have any question?
About the enlarged property again. About
Which
the
property?
enlarged property.
Font face?
Sir, enlarged.
Font face? You are talking about font face?
No, font face means sir, enlarged property for the image.
Enlarge.
Yes, sir.
What I did is just like I use CSS in that. Okay, and if you remember, I use the element names, and I give you the how to select elements in my HTML using the CSS. So what I did is
Yes,
I
sir.
just give I give a width to that particular container, and I what I did is I try to display that container in another location. Okay, so I will explain this. Just give me a moment. See here, you can see my computer now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I
Yes,
try
sir.
to use the same property, nothing new. I just what I did is I just use the hover on my that image. Okay, and what I did is I changed the location. You can see I just say it will display top 300 pixel and left. I change the display position,
Yes, sir.
and
Yes, sir.
see here, nothing else.
Okay.
When you will find this in your TM, over here I have written the explanation. Okay, just what I try to did is I just change the size. Okay, and I want to display it bigger, so I just change it.
Yes, sir.
Over here you can see this effect is coming from this place.
Okay.
Just I increase the size of the picture, nothing else. What I did is earlier I have a small image, okay, and what I did when I said when
Yes, sir.
I use a hover, so I want to display the same
Yes, sir.
picture in a bigger size, and I want to change the location. So when I use a hover here,
Okay.
I just change the position. See here, change the position. Okay, top. I use top and left.
Left.
So what my computer will do is it will display the same picture in a different location in a bigger size. Only this.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Here is one more thing which you are finding over here, cursor. As you can see, sometimes when I
Pointer.
use my this page and link is not given. Okay, so when I
Yes,
use
sir.
this cursor pointer, it means whenever my mouse will come to that image, it will give you this hand. You can see the hand is coming over here,
Yes, sir.
this place.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is just a simple effect, simple CSS, nothing else. I just request
Sir,
you to
we use.
open a CSS and just go through the properties of CSS. You will understand.
Okay, sir. Usually we use the
Yes, any other
position. Yes, sir. Sir, we usually use the position with the top, left, and right. When we want to give the position to the any image, any text, we use position, relative, fixed, and absolute.
Yeah.
But here you
So
have
when I use this, I have an option when I want to display the picture. For example, if I'll say absolute, so it will display the picture at the
yes,
absolute
sir.
position. Of course, when I use top and left, and right, I need to set the display position is absolute.
Yes, sir.
You getting my meaning? Top and
Yes,
left,
yes, sir.
when I want to use these properties, display position must be absolute. I cannot say relative or static.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, any other person?
No, sir.
Any other question? Yes, we can move the image with the help of CSS. Move, it depends what you want to do. I cannot just give the animation effect. Okay, just I can use HTML5. Okay, and the CSS I can just change the position. If I want to give the I want to move from one place to another place, in that case I need to use a jQuery or JavaScript. Just I can change the position, but I cannot move like smoothly. I cannot move, and for that I need a programming somewhere. So I need JavaScript or a jQuery. Hello.
Hello. Hello,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Hello. Can I move the image with the help of a CSS, sir?
This is what I said. When I use the CSS, I can change the location of my image. Okay, I can change the location, but I cannot like program. For example, I am using a programming like I want to move one picture from my top to my bottom. Okay, for that I need to use a jQuery or a JavaScript. I can just only change the location of my one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or else get the animation put is there, there one syntax is there, sir. Can I use that syntax? Animation
Please
effects.
speak loudly.
Can I use that animation kit syntax in CSS?
And actually you are not audible clearly.
Can I use that animation and animation effect?
Of course you can use animation effects, but as I'm saying that either, for example, if you are using a flash file, okay, and you embed that flash file in your HTML page, of course you can use the animation over here, because the animation is not in your this HTML element, that is inside the flash. Yes.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, if you have a image, for example, let's say you have an image in your HTML simple image tag you are using, okay, and maybe you want to move that image somewhere in your desktop, anywhere in your desktop, and for that you cannot do that without the help of jQuery or a JavaScript. Yes, you can take a help of a CSS to change the position, but that is a static, not a dynamic. It is only one time you can change the position from one place to another place.
Yeah, sir.
You getting my meaning?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Okay. Any other question?
Can you repeat that attribute selector? It's cap symbol and dollar and star.
Yeah.
Can you show me that syntax? I want to write the syntax, sir.
You mean dollar and?
Dollar asterisk and cap symbol.
Yeah, I told you that these are the selectors which we use with our attributes. Yes, when I am using a dollar and another option I have is asterisk, and one is OR operator, XOR operator. One is starts with, one is ends with, and one is anywhere you can search inside the string. So when I'm using a star, it means it will find anywhere. When I'm using a dollar, it means it will find at the end, and when I use XOR, it means it will find in the beginning. Okay. It will actually try to find out the string inside the whatever expression you are writing.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Any other question?
Thank you, sir. It's clear, sir. Yeah, it's clear, sir.
Thank you.
No question, sir. Thank you.
So, guys, we will wind up for today, and tomorrow we will start the next session. I request you to perform the exercise and go through cycle test, and also go through some animations and SGs and LGs. Okay. If you have any questions, you can write down, and tomorrow morning you can ask to me. But yes, okay, sure. I will give you morning. In the morning, I will give you the demo for this. How to use a font face. It's simple, nothing else. Just you need to give the URL. Just give me a second. See here, I will give you the example. So I'm trying to use this. I use font face and font family. I'm giving a name, my font, and then this is the URL. Just remember one thing: if you are trying to use this URL, and if somehow maybe if the URL changed and you're trying to access this, it may be not work. Okay, so make sure that this file is already there. If it is there, it will work. So I am using this, and the font family, I'm using this font family over here. So you can see it's working on my computer. So you just need to make sure that that font is available in your system, or that URL is working. If that URL is not working, it will not work. See here, if I will use this URL, you can just copy. Okay, and you can go to your browser and just paste this over here, and just see now this file is over here. So it means the font is available and this is working. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Is it okay now?
Actually, I have downloaded one font. No, so actually, I have downloaded one TTF file. Okay, and I have applied this to, I have stored in this resource folder, and I gave those all URL, but then also it's not working. So I'll just check it out, sir, whether...
You can try to use this URL, okay? It's given in your
yes, I'll try.
Okay, or you can find out any TTF file. You just need to make sure that The file extension is PDF file, and you can find it anywhere. You can Google it, PDF file, and you will see, you will get the URL, and then you can write on the URL, or simply you can go to the Google site and you can find many fonts in the Google site, or you can go to Mozilla site.
Yes, sir. I have downloaded from that. I have downloaded from Google only.
Okay. So any other question you have?
No, sir.
Okay, so then we will wind up for today and see you in the morning.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.